Hello, FNAFers! The summer spring has come and so did the Living Tombstone. And as you know, I have reacted to their new song, This Comes From Inside, a few days ago. And while reacting to it, I have noticed some Easter eggs in the visuals for the song. And so today we'll analyze the animation and cover them all. But before we go into talk about the visuals, let's take a look at the song's cover art in the album. Have you noticed anything? The cover art is a remake of the Sister Location song, I Can't Fix You. And by the way, it is kinda more corrupted, it reminded me of the flip side from The Stranger Things. And actually the song itself was in the 80s style. And although I am not a fan of that style of music, it reminded me of The Stranger Things as well, because all of its soundtracks were in that style. And now let's talk about the visuals of the song themselves. The first thing we see is a poster, which is actually made in the same style as the logo of the Pizzaplex. And when we fly into Freddy's eye, we notice that the animation is made in the FNAF 9's and comic style. In the first scene, we see Gregory hiding from Chica behind the bushes. And if we look at the next scene, with Roxy, we can actually see how Gregory is still hiding there. And it seems we are not the only ones, cause Roxy rushes off to the right, and later we see her chasing Gregory, which is a nice attention to detail. In the next two scenes, we see the clips from their first trailer they posted back in March, with Morty jamming and Freddy singing. And here comes our first Easter eggs. As Roxy chases Gregory into the daycare slide, they pass four arcade cabinets, which we can actually take a closer look at, because one of the animators actually posted a video of the behind the scenes of the animating process. And we can notice that the first arcade Gregory passes is the same exact arcade from It's Been So Long, with the song playing on it. Then on the side of the corner arcade, we can see Donkey Kong. But it is hard to understand what is playing on it. But let's light up this arcade cabinet. You can say to me that doesn't look like Shadow Freddy or Golden Freddy. This detail was pointed out to me actually by this person. So yeah, the other two arcade cabinets we can see only their names, which are either blurry or abstracted by the camera view. But if you identify what are these arcades, write the answer in the comments and I will pin it. After this, we see Gregory falling into the ball pit with Sandra meeting him, and then we see a room on fire. And if we look at the drawings on the walls, they say "My Fun Day." But the drawings themselves are blurry. But I think one of them has the Living Tombstone's icon of an orange skull. And in the next scene, we see three more Easter eggs. In the corner of the room, we can see the FNAF 3 box with parts, which we actually saw in the teaser trailer for this song. And to the right of it is Link, another one of the Living Tombstone's arcade cabinets. The next shot is an arcade cabinet called My Ordinary Life, which is the name of one of their other popular songs, which we actually saw in the teaser trailer for this song. And in the next scene we see the clip from the trailer of Gregory running to the exit. And then we see Vanny peeking out from the darkness, which we actually saw on the last teaser. The Living Tombstone had posted on their Twitter account before the song was released. Then we see animatronics running after Gregory, and then it cuts to Gregory and Vanny in what is probably the sewer, because that is where we see Vanny. But this could be the Utilidor's hallways, where we ran away from the Glamrock scene, because on the next scene we see Monty and Roxy running in a hallway, which reminds me of that moment. Then we see Gregory jump inside Freddy, with Vanny breaking the comic's wall, which I think was one of the coolest effects in these visuals. And while Freddy and Gregory are running away from Benny, we can notice a poster of Freddy reminding us to wash our hands from the game. And if you have watched Burning in the Fire song not so long ago, you may recognize one of the walls from that song of the FNAF 3 location with words, "This is the end. Don't lie. It's not you. I'm gone. No truth." And back in 2015, people said that it was something of a dialogue among two people. One saying that this is the end, that they will be free, and the other one saying to not lie to yourself, that it is not true and that it is not the end. Which seems to still fit cause the souls are still not free and FNAF doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. I will talk about the other half of the song in just a moment. But right now, I want to ask you to please subscribe to my channel to not miss any of my videos and press the like button with a bell. As they run, Gregory begins to glitch out of the comic, flying into an empty room with spotlights, which reminds me of the Hat teaser from back in 2015. And as Gregory looks around, FNAF 1 and 2 animatronics start to appear and blame him while trying to catch him. And at this moment, we can hear the same exact voice that sang the FNAF 1 song, sing this part, which was kinda nostalgic. And while Toy Bonnie is holding Gregory, he slips out his hand from the grasp. And you can actually see that Toy Bonnie has actually took Gregory's fast watch. You may not have even noticed while watching the video, which is such a nice attention to detail. Then everything turns into black light and Golden Freddy accessories turn purple, just like they are in the UCN when you activate the Fredbear Easter egg. And as he flies around, we can actually see Puppet in the background, along with FNAF 1 posters. And then we see Toy Bonnie looking at Gregory's fast watch. And as Fredbear flies up, we can actually see a big circus baby head at the background. And then, when he falls and breaks, the wires similar to blobs come out of him. And at the background, we can actually see the blob for a split second, which perhaps shows us that he has observed the original FNAF animatronics, and perhaps that it is why I thought Gregory saw the blob in one of the teasers, because that was the blob after he had observed them. Then the room starts to break apart, and Gregory, along with animatronic parts and floor tiles, begins to fall, which reminds me a lot of the clip from Burn in a Fire, where Purple Guy was breaking the animatronics, and their parts were flying out in spotlight. Then Gregory wakes up in a pile of FNAF 1 animatronics parts, near the FNAF 6 location, while Freddy is trying to break into the place, perhaps saying that Gregory has fallen asleep inside Freddy, and when they got here, Freddy has hidden him in a pile of parts so other animatronics did not find him, and everything we just saw was actually a nightmare. Gregory looks at his fast watch, which says Fazbear Entertainment Fast Watch Last Mode, Radar View, Tracking GLFR, which stands for Glamrock Freddy. Then Glamrock Freddy breaks the doors open, and they walk in, and as Freddy scans the area, he scans Music Man in the ruins. And while walking towards the hall, we can notice a present at the back on the table, and Orville's arm peeking out in the front. Then, as they are about to jump into the hall, Freddy steps on a Spring Bonnie poster that was revealed on Darkest Stream. Freddy knocks on his chest cavity, warning Gregory that he will jump right now. And as they jump, things inside of him fly up, and those things are a Mr. Hippo magnet, Fazbear Blaster, a fast cam, a security guard, and something that looks like a poster or something like that with FNAF 1 Freddy on it. And then we see the blob on the screen of the hand unit from Sister Location as the song ends. Sadly, we did not see Burn Trap in the song, but it is not the first time they did this, cause back in Burning Fire, we did not see Shadow Freddy at all, just like Burn Trap, and saw Springtrap only at the end for a split second, which is like the blob here. It seems like they took a lot of inspiration from their FNAF 3 song. So yeah, in the next video we'll analyze the lyrics of the song and try to figure out who is singing them. This is not my favorite song, and it did not get stuck in my head as the others did, and so I would put it on the last place within all of their FNAF songs. But it was still a good one, and had a nice attention to detail. So tell me in the comments what you think about this song, and have you noticed something I didn't? Or you can join my Discord server in the description and talk about it there. But for now, that's it. Subscribe to my channel to not miss any of my videos, press that like button with the bell, and remember, I always come back.